It is August 9th, 2026. So I got up, I got dressed. It is like 8:26 a.m. My neighbor's about to go somewhere, so I can hear his little engine going. So I'm glad I pulled this close because I had to sort of kind of pause it so the neighbor could just take his loud, noisy truck and just roll on down that street. So anyway, I moved sort of, and I'm still trying to adjust where I want to sit because I do want to sit facing my front door because when I did the video yesterday, I was saying how, um, you know, I'm gonna sit back. I was facing that direction, and my chair was straighter, and I couldn't see. I didn't see the delivery guy delivering me a package, so I bet you I'll be sitting here looking this way now. So it's Sunday morning, and it's very nice. I'm getting that really good sense of serenity and just quiet. It's not as busy as the weekday gets. So I'm going to ask the question because, and it's not being hypocritical. There will be reasons why you can't do certain things, and that's okay, and take your time. So this morning, I'll go back to the question in a minute. So this morning, I woke up and my right knee was feeling quite painful. And it kind of has been doing that for a while. And when I talked to the doctor, basically, it's kind of that aging thing. Basically says, he said, yeah, you're going to be here and the knees feel like they're cracking and stuff. So this morning it felt a little painful. And I just really didn't want to walk off somewhere and that pain hits me so bad I can't return. Number one, because I don't know who could come get me if I'm in crisis. Okay, my son, I think he would be at this point in time. I think he may be home because he works overnight. He works like from six in the evening to 6 in the morning, and he drives from Pueblo, Colorado. So, and we live in Colorado Springs. So he might not be able to, and even if he could, he would probably be fast asleep and not hit a phone ring or whatever. And my mom and dad, yeah, I guess they could, but they would have the hard time finding me because they don't know how to do GPS. And my daughter is going to Denver, and so, and she's probably already gone anyway. She's gone for where she needs to go to Denver. They're probably already headed out. So there's no one for me to call that I'm in crisis, sitting on a curb somewhere. So I decided not to take that risk this morning. Even though it's been 2 or 3 days, I don't know the last time I took a walk. Oh, and I also want to tell anyone who watches my video, but I never know at what point in time people are watching my video. By the time they see this video, it could be 2 years later. So I'm speaking in the time of 2026, August, around the 8th. I went through and I was looking at my videos, and I have public, and then I hit public, and I didn't realize about 4 or 5 videos had all gone to private. Just got a little cat. This little cat left. He was sneaking by, but he went on by. But anyway, I think the cat was stopping and looking at me like, is this lady crazy? She's sitting there talking to herself. So anyway, they were all, no wonder, the question was being asked, am I still walking? Not for the past 3 or 4 days, no. But up to the appointments, got up a little too late because it got too hot, or it got too hot too early, that kind of stuff. And sorry, I just have to just sinus. And so, come to find out, a lot of the videos were posted, but they were in private. So I put them I put them in public, not back. Never went to public videos. So they're in the public videos right now. However, I still ask the question: are you moving? Notice I didn't say walking. Are you moving? Looking, because see, I'm out here. I mean, being out here, yeah, got bugs and stuff. Are you moving? Or are you getting up from bed, just sitting in a chair all day? Well, in my case, I do get up out of bed. Yes, I get my 30-minute walk in, and then those days I don't. But the days I don't, and the days that I do, this is where I'm at most of the time because it's very, very shady. But what I find myself, and I said this before, seems like every few seconds I have to get up and go in the house and get something, or take something back, or go in, run. I mean, I never sit down peacefully. I'm always just getting up, moving, and it's not done on purpose. It's just how it is. So I move a lot. I don't know. My car is parked where there's a little space here. There's a little space here. There's quite a space around the front. So let me go. I would actually, all of this is movable, my table and my chair. So my car, there's a way to walk around my car. So actually, this morning, I could actually, since I didn't want to go far away, I could actually walk around here for 30 minutes and listen to a book or listen to some music, if I didn't mind the neighbors thinking that I was absolutely insane. So you could find reasons. I could find reasons. It's going up the pathway, the sidewalk. There's the front door. But I could find reasons. Oh, I wouldn't say reasons, ways to walk around. There's really no excuse for movement. You got to just find a spot, even if it's a repetitive thing. Walk in place. That's another way. Walking in place is not a bad thing. So I always have. Anyway, let me put the video down for a second. So I'm trying to find. Walk in place. Walk in place. I gotta move this chair right now, sitting in my way. But you can walk in place. You could just sit there and, I could listen to, get a book and just kind of move my legs up and down, walk in place. If my knees start to hurt from me doing this, then just a minute, let me move this table a little bit. Just so you can see. I can walk in place. Kind of move my arms. I can actually move my arms with this, and I'm behind my car, so the neighbors, in order for them to see be in my business, they'd have to be looking out the window, and nobody's looking out the window. It's too hot to even have these curtains drawn back or opened, but this is movement, and so this simple things like that is good. You just have to find those ways to do that. I could do it in the house. Like, if it's too hot to be outside, I can find a spot in the house. I like watching TV. I can go in my bedroom and I could turn my TV on and watch one of my favorite shows and just stand there in the room and walk. Walk in place. It's still movement. Are you moving? Are you retired folks moving? Not just excuse me, not just getting in your car and going somewhere. That's the car moving. So move any way that you can. I wanted to go back to, I think it was yesterday's video, one of those busy videos. I was explaining how you know, after, and I will always talk about the stroke. It'll always come up. So anyway, I was talking about how I would do this one craft. It's called, it's, some people call it perler beads. I just say perler beads. Some people call it melty beads. Some people call it iron bead, fuse beads. And it's a craft that's been around since I was a kid. And I don't think I did it as a kid, but I don't know. I've been doing it for a long, long time. And you have square, circle boards, square, circle, the octagon. You have there's 4 different shades: square, circle, octagon, and I don't remember the other one. Maybe I thought if I saw it, but so I was telling you how when after I had the stroke, how, you know, I couldn't see, and I'm trying to see the one I want to show you is in there. Yeah, I had a hard time. What took me no time, as whatever no time is, took me forever, and I made mistakes and had to, hey, there's the cat. So I had to redo things all over again. And this cat, I think I'm playing with her. She's looking at me. Hi, Boo. Hi. Hi, Pumpkin. I don't know what's the matter. What's the matter? And so she decided this right now. Can y'all see her? She decided to stop. Hi. Hi. Are you okay? Are you okay? I don't know if I've been putting the, I don't know if I've been putting that on her. I don't think y'all saw her, but she was meowing. And anyway, so let me go back. I digress again. So anyway, so I was having a very difficult time. The color black. So, and one of the things about the perler beads, I have to outline my stuff in black. So I was obsessed trying to make this. It's a coaster. You know, I wanted to use it as a coaster. And it's intricate. I have to, you know, I have to outline everything. You know, the whole thing in black and then fill in the colors. And I was so proud of this when I got done with it. I took it to work, you know, I used it as my coaster for my seasonal coaster. When December came, the whole month of December, this is what I used to put my coffee cup on. Prior to that, Halloween, my favorite character. I wish I had a full body because I only like the full body. I did this as my coaster, but I like full bodies. I don't really like skulls, so to speak. I like the full body. Okay, skulls are kind of creepy. Okay, and then I did another one. This one wasn't that hard because there was no black to outline, but these are my coasters. And I have plenty other stuff, plenty others. But I wanted to share those with you, especially this one. Yeah, because I had to keep trying this one over and over and again until I finally got it right. The details here were hard to follow. It looks simple, but when you can't see well, it's hard to follow. All of this, all up in here trying to outline his face. When you're having vision problems, that's hard to follow. But he's been around for a while, and I'm glad he's going to be my holiday coaster again. So I might get back to perler beading. It's way better than bead weaving. The peyote beading. I would love to do the brick stitch, learn how to do the brick stitch, and all the other bead weaving stitches. But I ain't that deep into bead weaving except for the peyote stitch, the first one I learned. And so trying to get that, I had to pull that skull thing out, that skeleton body thing out again. For those, you know, who didn't see that video, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing again, okay? It's supposed to be for the door. I'm making this bead banner pattern for the door. And every time I don't even have the eye on this one. I would get to the eye part and done. but just to see the weeding part of that. And we'll see what happens today. I always keep saying every time, oh, if I can get to the, today if I can accomplish getting up to the head done, that'd be amazing. I can't even get past the eye. Not even there. I can't get past there. And then it messes up. That's unusual for me because I've done these bead weaving this side, snap it right up. Matter of fact, I would start it after work and be done by the time I get ready to go to bed. Summertime, yeah, start in the morning, it's done by the time I want to go get some lunch or something. So it's frustrating because it's everything I'd love to do is very, very challenging. It doesn't go fast. I don't whip things up anymore. Got a lot of hats though. I mean, after I got used to going back to crocheting, I don't use dark colors. I had to do something in black, and I got through that. But yeah, that's the frustrating part of my life, but that's the part I have to accept. Accepting is a very hard thing to do. Sometimes we just don't want to accept anything. Sometimes the line between accepting and persevering is very, very small. And so that's when discernment comes in. And sometimes we don't listen to discernment either, but if you want to stay there and be frustrated forever, then stay there and be frustrated forever, because at some point in time you gotta know, stop. But anyway, so I just wanted to come on today because my videos are not just inspirational videos. They're also like a diary. It's something that I could look back on. I went back and found some of the funniest videos of the grandkids. The ones that when I say close to, I'm talking about the ones that I'm around the most. I have 2 that I'm around when they were growing up. I was around them all the time because the other 2 were in another state, or they lived in another part of the city, you know, and everything. And as the ones that live here that I'm around by me and on my side of town, as they started getting up and going into schools, it's the same school district I work in, so I was picking them up, or they were the oldest one was attending the school I worked at. So I saw them all the time. I was kind of that second parent. I was a second parent to them. And so, so I helped raise them. And so I have a lot of videos of them when they were little, and they're hilarious. I think they squeal when I share it. Like, I shared a really funny one of the oldest one. She didn't even respond. I know her first thought in her head was, take that thing. Why did you even send that to us? I didn't send it to anybody. I just posted in our chat group. And I got no response. Probably because I posted again because I thought this is a repost, and I didn't remember because I thought it was so hilarious. And so, so it's my video diary also. And yeah, so I try to post often. Oh, did I tell y'all how I found a diary of mine? And I stopped working on it, but I was going from voice to text to make it like in print, like a, you know, more digital print, and maybe eventually write a book. And so, yeah, I forgot I got to spend some time doing that because those pages are old, and could tell where one time we had a flood or something, and that's how some of my wedding pictures got messed up. And the diary was done with excuse me, like those is it a V? I forgot what it's called. It starts with a V, but they're permanent markers. So it still kind of smeared a little bit, and so I want to get them translated onto Word documents before they get destroyed, and get it up in cloud somewhere so that I can have access to it all the time. I don't know why around here there's always some creepy noise other than those cars that are annoying. But something just felt like it failed or something like that. But anyway, it could be somebody in the backyard. But yeah, that's another project I'm working on. And so yeah, keep it, not only keep moving, keep busy, keep this going, okay? Let that keep going. Heal. What does that mean? It means just realize stuff happens. Stuff, I would say stuff happened. Don't dwell on the past. Don't sit here bringing up the past in your head. Things happen. Everybody has a cross that they had to bear. And instead of just dwell on it, thank God you got through it. You got through it, okay? You're here, you got through it. Now it's up to you. You're the master of your happiness, your contentment. You know, you're the author of that. You are the author of the story, okay? And God helps you guide through that story to help make that story great. It's up to you, not anybody else. Nobody else is responsible for you but you. All right? You gotta remember that. Happiness is a state of mind. It is not a real thing. It's a state of mind, and no one can make you happy. So have a good day. Now, here on August 8th, 2026, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. And y'all have a good one. Hopefully when I report in on Monday, if God lets me live and nothing bad happens, I hope to report to you about today, and I hope it's a beautiful day. Bye.